Hi everyone, how are you doing? It's Eric. Welcome to Newcastle Fans TV live video at after clock. It's 12:30 at night. Because I've been at work and stuff, this video is a little bit delayed as well. This video is sponsored by the One Football app. If you can please download that, that would be absolutely fantastic. There is a link in the description for that. I'm going to be talking, well, it's just me, the neat. We're going to be talking about the changes of the under-23s. So we know that we've got the second channel, which is Newcastle under-23 channel. There's going to be a proper video on that in the next few hours through the night. So if you're not new to that channel, please subscribe to it. We are trying to push towards 1,000. You can just search for it at the top of the bar there, on Newcastle under-23 channel, where it's all about the development. But this is a big story, so we thought we'll put this onto the main channel. And obviously we'll be reading out some of your live chat as well during this video as well, so please chip in. Right. So, first things first, the only real big official news, look, we're still waiting for the takeover to take effect. We're still waiting for the Rafa Benitez, and time is ticking down now, so we're running out of days. We're not going to really talk about that tonight. We just really want to put it in another video, because we've been talking about the takeover and Rafa Benitez and over. But some departures from the youth setup is Steve Harper has left the building, as they would say. We knew this was happening. He announced this a couple of weeks back, and he's obviously with the Northern Ireland squad as well, goalkeeping coach. A bit of conflict of interest with Harper. We know that he's a local lad, loves the club and etc., but he's got a son at the club as well who's actually a goalkeeper at the moment, so a bit of conflict of interest there with Harper. Look, it's a bit of a strange one that he has left. I can understand the reasons behind it. I thought he would be at the club for a long time. I thought he would then go on and push himself to be first choice goalkeeper. But as we already know, Harper has left the club, and he's not the only one to have left the club as well. Again, this isn't really surprise. This one is Dave Watson, the former Everton defender, has left the club as well. He was the under-18s manager. Look, he's been at the club for quite a while, to be honest with you, but the under-18s are hugely struggling last season. I mean, they're getting walloped 5-0 and 6-1 and 7-1. Paul normally puts a post up on our Facebook page. That for me is a little bit of worry with the under-18s, because we're struggling massively. We're getting walloped every week. I know we took a lot of them up to the under-23s last season, and the under-23s, which we'll chat about in a minute, massively done well, but the ones that I've left behind, it's just not good enough, to be honest with you. So let's have a look at what he's saying. RJ Robster, Rafa only has 8 days left. Yikes, yeah. Don't really want to talk about too much about Rafa Benitez in this video as well, but please get your comments in the live chat and we'll read some of them out as we go along with this as well. So, the changes to the under-18s and under-23s. So, the first one is Neil Winskill has took Dave Watson's job. He's now been promoted, and he will now be the under-18 manager. Kevin Richardson will assist him, the former Toon and Coventry midfielder. Look, it's a great promotion for him. As I've already touched upon, the under-18s are getting absolutely hammered every week, and it looks something had to be done at that level, because further down underneath the 23s have had a great season, but under 18 level we are very, very poor, and it is a bit of alarm bells ringing that we're not very great in that aspect. So I can only see that being a positive with that change happening at the club. So let us know what you think of that. Again, I'll get your interactions in the live chat as well. But if I just scroll down on my live feed as well, is the big one, which it's no real secret that Shola Ameobi has been appointed. We interviewed him, 2 or 3 months back now, and we've tried to push him for that question. He couldn't really answer it, but we went away from the interview thinking, you know what, he's coming to the club, and Shola has been appointed the loan coordinator, which breaks it down to that he's going to look after all the players who go out on loan. He's going to be their go-to guy, the middleman. He'll go to them. He'll scout, he'll report on the players, he'll be their liaison officer, he'll make sure that they're happy if they're living alone, because it's difficult to live alone or living with strangers. How can they feed themselves? I know that might sound a little bit stupid, but that's what Shola's job is going to be, because in particular, you talk about Cal Roberts' loan spell at Colchester. He only got 3 games. Elias Sorensen only played 1 game, so there's 2 players there you want to look at, and then you're talking about other players who may not play many games in the future. I think this is a good thing A lot of clubs are doing it. Julian Lescott, the Manchester City one. I know there's a few clubs out there who have it. I think that's a good appointment. Shola as a local lad. I know what he said about Mike Ashley a few months ago on Sky wasn't great, but really Shola does have his heart in the right place. I think it was his first live TV appearance where he said that Mike Ashley has done some good things at Newcastle. I think that's probably taken out a little bit of context. He took his time off, even when he was playing at Notts County, to come and teach youngsters at the club as well. So I like that. I think it's a good appointment as well. Let's have a look what you're saying in the live chat as well. Garen Duran says the changes with the academy, Rafa as insistent, so hopefully good sign. Very good point. Rafa Benitez has one change in the youth setup, and this could be something going forward. RJ Robson says we're not going to be in up any more Longstaff. I'm assuming, bringing up. Sorry, Rafa goes. Club not sold. Says George. Hopefully, sees Johnson making cup games as he does have the potential. So I think it's a good thing that Shola's here, but change for the under-23s, and I'm a little bit puzzled by it. I'll come on to that in a moment, but Neil Redfern is back. We knew he had around about a month to 6 weeks helping Ben Dawson. You can see in this picture on screen yourselves that he was there. I remember him, I'm probably showing my age, but I remember him scoring cracking goals for Barnsley. Paul will know that as well, who's on the Facebook team. A scorer of great goals, scored every season, got it at double figures as well. So it's an interesting one because I actually generally feel that the change wasn't needed, and hopefully I am proved wrong because Ben Dawson's done absolutely some fantastic things. Look, Neil Redfern has a great track record at Leeds in particular, bringing a lot of their youth players through. I think that's because of, I think financial reasons help Redfern bring those young players through. You look at Calvin Phillips, is probably one of the stars in the making in the Championship side, so he does have a track record, and that's is the positive side, I guess. The negatives, which is Ben Dawson, which I'll touch upon in just a minute as well. But we've actually pinched a coach and staff member from Sunderland, believe it or not. Yeah, we have. And it is Mark Atkinson who's going to be helping Neil Redfern in the new look coaching setup. Obviously, he's a Mackem. Well, he's not a Mackem, but I mean, he was on the Mackem coaching staff as well. So, yeah, it's interesting, isn't it, that we've poached one from the Mackems. But again, is this a good thing? Is this a good thing for the youth setup? I'm a little bit 50-50 on the under-23s because I don't know how that's going to go for me. RJ Robster says bringing him in from the dark side. George says Rafa goes, club and soul, Shola promoted to manager. Yeah, I've seen a joke about that in a couple of years as well. Let's have a look at the other topic that I wanted to bring up as well is Ben Dawson. Now, for me, when he took over Peter Beardsley, I went a little posh there, didn't I? When he took over Beardsley, obviously with the carry on with Beardsley's alleged racial slur that I must add, that when he come in, I was like, I'm not too convinced yet, but hey, he has proved his doubters wrong. And, getting through just literally minutes away, one game away from getting the club promoted, the youth side, and the Premier League Cup final, which both of these games were played away. In particular, the Everton, the Premier League Cup game, the final, they're in a division higher than us as well. So he's done some fantastic things. You talk about Sean Longstaff, which we'll talk about in a moment. His brothers, Matty's doing great stuff. Kellen Watts, Owen Bailey, what a season he has. Owen, fantastic. I think he could be maybe a squad player in the next 18 months, maybe. Probably needs a loan spell. You already talk about Elliot Sorensen, which we know about. Yannick Torre, Adam Wilson bursting on that left. We've got a lot, we've got a lot of talent in that under-23s. Even Cal Roberts, who we've let go, had a fantastic season, scoring 12 to 16 goals it was in between that bracket off the top of my head. So I am surprised that we've moved him up. It's a promotion for him, don't get me wrong, but I didn't want that to be changed. For me, I wanted him to be there because the first time we've talked positively about the under-23s in a long time. So he's going to be looking after the whole coaching. So he's going to be the head, he's going to be the top of the pyramid, and everyone else is down underneath him. It's great for Ben that he'll get that promotion. It's great that he'll obviously have a pay rise that comes with it as well. It's great for him. But for the club, we'll have to wait and see. I'm 50-50 on it. Let us know what you think as well. But look, the main aim for all these changes is to try and get more and more youth players. I've just reeled off a few names there to try and get them into that first team, because we know that Sean Longstaff was given that opportunity even when he wasn't playing many games in the first half of the season. What was key for me is that he was playing with the first team, he was training with the first team. He had a couple of games, Nottingham Forest I remember as well. That wasn't a great night for the Toon, but he was with the first team, training with better players around him, which probably made him up his game. We need more Geordies coming through, because we know, forget about the takeover for a second. If Mike Ashley is manager, we have not many players coming in. I know Almiron's probably the exception, but historically the last decade, 12 years, we haven't had many players come in. We've got to look and getting our youth development improved. I think that's a first sign, but also I do actually think that money has to be chucked at it as well, because the setup, the facilities isn't great at either one of them for me. I think that needs to be improved. Money needs to be chucked at it. We know that money needs to be chucked at other things like the stadium, so on. But yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? So if you are watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, where we are streaming on Periscope, Twitter as well, let us know what you think if you're watching, obviously, the rerun of this as well. Remember, I've got that video coming up on the other channel, under Newcastle Under 23 channel. That's already been filmed, so go over, subscribe to that. You'll see it in the notifications box as well. Before we wrap up, let's read a couple of yours, what you've seen. I went to see Matty Longstaff play for the Under 23s. I think it was against Manchester United Under 23s, and he looked calm and composed. Must run in the family, yeah. I mean, they've got sport all the way through their veins. The uncles, Alan Thompson, the dad's are actually legend hockey player as well. Alan Thompson's missus is great pals of Shearer's missus as well. So, yeah, it goes through, doesn't it? Opinion on the new home kit is Danny, dead quickly. Not a fan of it. Check out the video. I don't like the big massive blue across the front as well. Someone's named Rafa Benitez as well. If Rafa's gone and Ashley stays, shame on Amiobi. As a fellow Geordie and pathetic fan still going to games, shame on you. But then again, you've got to look at the fans who aren't going to games. I'm going to stick up for the fans that do, because I am one of them. I'd be a hypocrite if I didn't. They're actually ploughing in twice the amount of money as what season ticket holders do. It's that old argument. We don't want to get into that as well. But that's been a quick stream for you as well. Let us know if you're watching the rerun, of course, as well. And pop over to, like I say, the Under 23 channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have a good night. I know it's late. Ta-da.